And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mond. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And a nice spin into some open field. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
The reigning NFC offensive player. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mayfield off the play fake. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mayfield now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. From the gun, here's Mon. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Mond out of the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 16-yard line.
A give to Gibson running right. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hurry! Check 55. Regular. Hey, check right. Watch it drive. I don't even know why this.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Hey, 133. Hey, you got three down.
Play fake. Mayfield. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Rip right. Mike, 55.
Here's Mayfield. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. Still shedding tackles. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Bond's going to keep this himself, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. Mond's throw taken in by Samuel. And
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Gibson is in. Touchdown, Washington. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return is Hines. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He will find his man Chase complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Push him back. Push him back.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. You can't block me. 55, Mike, 55. Coming to you. 55 is Mike, guys, 55. 2, 3. Mike, 55. Pioneer. Defense wins championships, baby.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Touchdown! Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Mon going to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they go play action here. Mon. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Mon. Rolling to his left. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Boy, 184 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. A give running right, Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Bond looks to throw. Buying time to his... And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kellen Mond, an 8-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Mon now off of play action. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Touchdown! Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
52. Express. 93. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Throwing now is Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Touchdown, Bengals. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Mon. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. 2nd and 14. Now Mon. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
Regular.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a 2nd down and 6. On the counter, Gibson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going deep for Brown, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Going for the deep ball. Touchdown. That's caught. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bengals 35.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A carry for Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And the Bengals grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, alert! Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. No, check it. Hurry! 52 right here. 52? Yeah. You don't want none. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Throwing, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mond slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return is Hines. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
At the 22-yard line.
You don't want now, baby. You don't want. Run. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Back 55. Back 55. I smell that.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked up by Jamin Davis. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. That's out to the flat for Gibson. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it a second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. But 223 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return is Hines. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to...
It got his man complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Looking deep for Adams. And, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Mayfield with it once more. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. One last shot from Mayfield here. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.